If Violet had thought Catherine was a walking encyclopedia, then Alice was the internet. She never stopped talking. Violet made a mental note to keep her secrets locked down tight, because who knew whom Alice might spill the beans to? Even though everything Alice said seemed to be useful information about Lenaris, Violet wasn't taking any chances. Just like her, everyone from West House was heading to the dining hall. And just like her first day, the other students were staring at her, making her skin crawl. Violet was used to it by now, though. She tuned them out and focused on Alice's stories, mentally filing away the important bits. About Hazel Sterling. Alice changed the subject as they stepped outside, joining the flow of students. Don't hate her too much. She's not as bad as you think. Violet frowned. It's the fact that you think I'm hung up on dumb stuff that bugs me. I didn't come to Lenaris Academy to, yeah, blah, blah, you're heartless and don't care about anyone. I get it. Alice interrupted, already having Violet's personality pegged after just one day. She can deny it all she wants, but Hazel sees you as a threat. Probably jealous, too. Seriously? Why? Violet's voice rose, the memory of yesterday's incident flaring up her anger again. I already told her what to do if she's so jealous. Chill, Violet. Let me fill you in. Alice started. In case you haven't noticed, Lenaris Academy only accepts the rich, the brilliant, and the well-connected. The Sterlings may be new money, but when Hazel first applied, she got rejected. Can you imagine how embarrassing that was? Even as an elite, she didn't make the cut. Now the rumor is her parents basically bought her a scholarship just to get her in. Then you show up the first day and land in the top 20-something no one else has ever done. Hazel thinks she would have done even better than you, especially if she had that run-in with Griffin. Wow, I knew she liked getting choked by Griffin. Tell her she won't miss the next opportunity if she hangs around me. Violet replied sarcastically. Secretly, though, Violet knew that with her current plans, getting choked by Griffin might be the least of her worries. Trouble always seemed to find her. That is, if she even stayed at Lenaris. She planned to talk to Principal Jameson about canceling her scholarship if she could find a free moment between classes. The schedule was crazy. Alice sighed, realizing she wouldn't get any sympathy from Violet, but she wasn't giving up. Under Violet's tough exterior, she sensed a softer side. Violet just hid it well. Getting to the dining hall was another long trek. It was closer to the main school building than the dorms. Even though West House had a vending machine, Violet decided to take full advantage of the dining hall. Alice rushed ahead to hold the door open, dramatically sweeping her arm. Welcome to the Platinum Court, my lady. Violet stopped, raising an eyebrow. Platinum Court? That's what us Lenaris kids call the dining hall. Alice winked. You'll see why when you get inside. Violet didn't have time to question Alice's over-the-top description. There was already a line of students behind them, grumbling for them to move. Alice held the door open a little too long, letting it swing shut almost in the next student's face. The kid swore under his breath while Alice just grinned, not sorry at all. Violet shook her head. Alice could be such a goofball. But then she stepped inside and froze, taking in the dining hall. Okay, Alice hadn't been exaggerating about the Platinum Court. This place was seriously impressive. The Lenaris Academy cafeteria was huge and fancy, just like everything else at the school. Golden sunlight streamed through giant arched windows, lighting up the silver walls. The marble floor was so shiny it looked like a mirror, reflecting the chandeliers sparkling overhead. The whole place felt super luxurious. But that's where the nice part ended. Underneath all the fancy decorations was a strict social order. Downstairs, rows of ordinary tables were for the regular students, humans, and lower-ranked werewolves who hadn't made a name for themselves yet. Compared to Violet's old school, this was pretty swanky. But their silverware and plates were plain and simple, nothing special. This section was also super noisy and crowded, with everyone crammed together and teachers and older kids watching them like hawks. Even here, there was a divide. Humans sat on one side, werewolves on the other, though some kids mixed together. But both groups were at the bottom of the pole. From downstairs, you could see where the real VIPs sat. A fancy staircase with silver-trimmed railings curved up a raised platform, the elite section, just for the top students. They sat in comfy individual chairs around small tables with velvet tablecloths, eating off fancy china with real silver. They acted like they were too cool for school, looking down at the regular kids, sometimes with smug grins or sneers. The noise downstairs didn't bother them at all. They were way too important for that. Right in the middle of the elite section were 4 special chairs, bigger and fancier than the rest, with the school's logo in gold on the back. Even without Alice saying anything, Violet knew those were for the Cardinal Alphas. Nobody, not even the top 20 students, dared sit there. It was like an unspoken rule. Those chairs were a symbol of who ran the school, and everyone looked at them with a mix of awe, fear, and respect. Violet had been impressed at first, but now she was frowning. A place meant for eating had become a way to show off who was better than who. Every time you looked up or down, you were reminded of who had power and who didn't. The whole thing felt suffocating. This place was a social minefield. Violet watched the scene unfold in the cafeteria, a knot forming in her stomach. Everyone was so obsessed with status and power. While some kids might think she was lucky to have scored so high in the rankings, seeing this whole setup made her realize it was more like a curse. Being at the top didn't feel like a win. It felt like a trap. Absolute power corrupts, and Violet knew that if she kept playing this game, it was only a matter of time before she became just another cog in the Lenaris Academy machine, just as bad as everyone else.
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.